Over Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter has gotten caught in a tried and true trap. A bloody good actor is Helena Bonham Carter. Her performances have earned her honors and acclaim in the profession, and rightfully so. Her cultural analysis, however, turns out to be significantly less exciting than her acting career, at least for me. Helena Bonham Carter expressed herself well in an interview with The Times about her friend Johnny Depp, who also serves as the godfather to her children. You'll recall Helena and Johnny as two of the three members of the Gothic light trio they created with Tim Burton, Bonham Carter's former lover. Tim Burton produced so many movies in the 2000s that it gave rise to a joke from Ricky Gervais, and of course Helena Bonham Carter is Johnny Depp's leading lady in the new Tim Burton film. Yes, it's not quite a side-splitting film, but you get the idea. The fact that Bonham Carter supported her good buddy old Johnny in her most recent interview with The Times may not come as a surprise. You may recall that Depp and his ex-wife, Amber Heard, were involved in a now famous legal dispute. The Pirates of the Caribbean actor sued Heard for her 2018 Washington Post op-ed against domestic violence after a British court decided in favor of the Sun after the publication called him a wife-beater, claiming that by indicating that he mistreated her during their marriage, she defamed him. This time, the judge concluded that Heard and Depp had disparaged one another. Heard is currently appealing the decision, which was hazy and ambiguous. Nevertheless, the judgment has been portrayed as a moral victory for Depp, who on the witness stand reversed the preponderance of the evidence and painted himself as a male victim of Heard's domestic abuse. Though victim-perpetrator roles weren't assigned in Depp v. Heard since defamation was at issue, they were on social media in any case. Heard, who lacked Depp's charisma, fortune, star power, fan base, and clout, rose to the status of the lady everyone loves to despise. Heard has been presented as the 21st century equivalent of the fin de siècle fatal lady who, through her malice and treachery, brings about the death of an innocent man. She is to blame for Depp's entire professional downfall, enabling his admirers to tolerate his anger, hatred, misogyny, vanity, and profligacy. These fans fell in love with a soft-spoken man with an astonishing, androgynous beauty and old-fashioned manners. We don't get fooled and dazzled by beauty and popularity. We can spot a domestic abuser when we see one, and it's not our judgment that's at fault, we can tell ourselves. It's all been heard. It appears that Bonham Carter is also like this. She believes Depp was vindicated by the U.S. judgment. Naturally, Heard was utilizing the #MeToo movement to establish herself as the face of domestic violence. The treatment of Heard since the op-ed, and particularly since the defamation case verdict, confirms what we already knew. Coming forward about intimate partner violence is a loss for no woman. This is true despite the fact that Heard's restraining order against Depp was issued in 2016, the year before #MeToo became widely known, so there was still no bandwagon on which to jump. I once went to a senior woman for help when I was being sexually harassed by a senior coworker. I was so worried that it made me physically ill. What ought I to do? I was well aware that reporting sexual harassment wouldn't help my career. Since I was a teenager and have worked in a variety of fields, I am aware that harassers frequently receive better treatment than those who file complaints, who, in my experience, were typically rejected at job. If I had been hoping for assurance, I was let down. She shared her own battle experiences with me. She told me that she had been followed about like a character from a Benny Hill sketch. She rolled her eyes at the texts I'd gotten and responded with stories of her own that were also sexually graphic. It appeared to be a pointless competition to see who had been subjected to the worst harassment without reporting it. She warned me that if I complained, things would get worse. She said, "Keep your lips shut, keep your head down, and be charming. Women who complain about this kind of stuff never have good outcomes." She was unfortunately correct, as many women have discovered to their disadvantage. The fact that Heard was publicly humiliated demonstrates to us how accurate my former colleagues' statements still are. Despite #MeToo and #EnoughIsEnough, women still need to be careful what they say. Months after the trial ended, Heard is still being criticized, but according to Bonham Carter, Depp appears to have been totally vindicated by the U.S. defamation judgment. The actor's swimming in filth was revealed during the televised trial, including the profane text messages, threatening, violent behavior, and the casual racism and misogyny, yet Bonham Carter doesn't seem bothered by it. "He seems to be doing okay now," she told The Times. "Absolutely fine." I feel as though Bonham Carter's description of #MeToo as a bandwagon is a punch to the collective solar plexus of women, as if abusive behavior toward women were the newest